Congratulations, you've just taken the first step to becoming a better, more empowered, more vibrant version of you by clicking on this video. This past year has been the most incredible year of my life, I would say. I just turned 30. Honestly, it's been the most successful I've been in business. I've had some incredible relationships. I've had more fun than I've ever had. I've reached more people, and I believe that the concepts I'm going to share with you are fundamental to creating a fulfilling life, a life where you're feeling excited about the things that you do with yourself, you're feeling confident, you're feeling empowered, where your finances are thriving, your relationships are thriving, and your relationship to yourself is thriving. And that's the most important part, which is where we're going to begin, because your relationship to yourself is going to impact your relationship to all other things in this life and in this experience. The first thing we're going to look at is the most cheesy statement I could have come up with for this. And that statement is, believe that you can. The harsh reality is that your life is your responsibility. It's not your fault as such, but it's your responsibility. And what that means is situations that present themselves, you have an opportunity to do what you want with them. And I know it's difficult. We get presented with challenges all of the time. I'm not denying that. But you have the responsibility to act based on what's presented to you. And this is where believing in yourself comes in, because if you have a belief that, you know, the world is against you and there's nothing you can do about it, that's not going to help you. I know that it's easier to stay where you are and not progress and not grow and blame it on other things. I'm well aware of that. I've done that for many years in my life. But this year I've really noticed the compounding effect of rewiring my belief system. It's as simple as this. If you believe one thing, you're going to act in accordance with those beliefs. And those actions are going to result in outcomes that are in accordance with the beliefs. So if my belief is, the world is hard, I can't make more than 20 grand a year, I'm not going to take any actions to make more than 20 grand a year. Fundamentally, if you can change your belief, then you will act differently. So if I believe it's possible to make 100 grand a year, I'm going to start looking for opportunities that will make that a reality. Then I will start taking actions aligned with that. So maybe I'll start increasing the prices of my services, or maybe I'll start looking for higher paying jobs. Maybe I'll start looking at myself differently and realizing that I have value that is worth 100K a year. It's really simple, but it's really difficult to overhaul your current operating system because you've been running it for so long. There's no doubt a lot of people watching this video that are in different places in life. But wherever you're at, you need to identify where you want to go. Then you need to identify the beliefs of a person that is there. So a person that makes 100K, just as a stupid example, they believe it's possible, otherwise they wouldn't be making 100K. So reverse engineer that. And that is how you have the foundation. This is the same when it comes to friendship. If you believe there's no one around that wants to be your friend, you're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to make any friends. If you believe there's no one there to love you, you're not going to approach anybody. Believe it's possible, identify the actions that are most likely to help you achieve that outcome, and then let the outcome arise. It might not be exactly what you envisioned in your mind's eye, but there is some variation of it that's probably better than you ever imagined in the first place. The second thing that has made this year the best of my life is realizing the importance of leverage. Leverage refers to the amount of effort you need to put into something in order to get a result. An example of a low leverage task is going to work in a coffee shop where you have to be there for the hours that you're working, and then you will get paid relative to the hours that you worked. It's low leverage because you have to put in a lot of effort for that entire shift. That's fine. However, this year, I really honed in on building leverage for myself. And the way that I did that was by investing in my personal brand. So that meant making content and putting it here on YouTube. And the reason that that created leverage for me is because of a couple of things. One thing is I can post a video that I record once and it can reach 100 people, 1,000 people. Some of the videos this year reached hundreds of thousands of people. That is a high leverage task because it only takes me, a few hours to make a video, but I can reach a lot of people. So instead of going to a coffee shop working 8 hours and then it's done, like if you're not working in a coffee shop, you're not getting paid. There's no leverage there. But if I make a video once, I upload it, it gets views every day. People are tuning in every day and they're learning about me. They're learning about my brand, my offerings, and I'm helping people in the process. It's a very high leverage task. And another way that this has created leverage for me is that it's built my brand and my authority. As egotistical as that sounds, because I have this presence, because I've shared so much information and knowledge and entertainment, people know me, they trust me, and a lot of the people value what I have to say. Of course, there's plenty of people that think I'm a hippie that should get a job, but you know, you can't please everybody. By building your brand, by building your authority, you create leverage that allows you a couple of things. It allows you to choose the people you want to work with. It allows you to have higher prices because you're more in demand. And it also allows you to have higher prices because there's this rapport that's been built. There's this goodwill that's been built. There's people that watch this channel for a couple of years, have been, you know, watching me for all of that time, and they have some sort of a relationship with me, and I'm interacting with people on my mailing list and in the comments and whatnot, and you know, we're building a rapport, we're building community, camaraderie, and that's really high leverage because I have a separation from every other person because I'm unique. And the thing is, you're unique as well. You can build leverage, and the way that we build leverage is by tapping into our unfair advantages, our unique offerings, our unique gifts. And that's something that we unpack, you know, and a lot of that comes back to the mindset as well. You need to believe that you're a person that has valuable insights to share, because if you don't believe you have valuable insights to share, then you're not going to share them. And this is something that I'm teaching in my 90-day creator sprint, which is starting next week. The last deadline for applications is going to be this weekend. So check the link in the description to learn more about that, because I'm going to be taking a small group of motivated individuals that want to really build this leverage, build the audience, and build that authority for themselves so they can have more freedom and flexibility in their lives. When you build leverage, the sky is the limit. You get to meet more people, doors open for you, you get to earn an uncapped income pretty much, and you can really do different things to generate that income as well, because it revolves around you and your interests and your life, which is a really unique and privileged position to be in if you have the courage to step into that space. Now, the third concept that I want to share with you that's really positively impacted my year, it's a bit different. Be curious. Now, there's great power in being curious because it takes the attention away from you. If you're constantly thinking about yourself, when you choose instead to be curious, you focus on other people, you focus on other solutions, you focus on other opportunities. And that's super important when it comes to your personal growth and your personal development. So the sun's been setting, it's 4 o'clock in Ireland, but it's winter time. What can I do? We're in a new location now. In most cases, when things aren't going the way that you want in your life, it's happening in your head. And the truth is, if you can get out of your head, a lot of your problems dissolve because your mind is what's perceiving them. And when we choose to be curious in life, we get out of our head and we get into the minds of other people, or we get into the space that surrounds us. And what this looks like is, if you're at a dinner party and you're frustrated because nobody understands you, stop trying to make them understand you. Instead, try to understand them. Try to understand the person in front of you. Ask them questions. This goes for in any scenario in life. It's not just if you're at a family dinner and you're sick of talking to people. Like if you're down at your local cafe, ask people how they are. Ask people what they're doing with their day. Ask them what excites you about life, because you learn so much and you become a person that is nice to be around. People don't really remember the things you say or what you did, but they remember how they felt around you. You know, when someone says, oh, I like that person, it's because they liked how they felt around that person. That's really what they're saying. I found that a key to being a person that brings a feeling of warmth into the lives of others is to be a person that's curious. Invite curiosity into your life, into your conversations, into your relationships with other people, but also with yourself. Be curious about the feelings you have. If you're feeling sad, be curious about that. If you're feeling angry, be curious about that. If you see a situation that really triggers you, be curious about it. Don't just be like, that's stupid, they're wrong. Be curious. Try to understand, have compassion and empathy. Why did that happen the way it happened? How can I learn from this? And when you do this, you just grow and expand at a level that you could never if you remain closed-minded. I work with some incredibly successful people that have the most curious minds of all, the most humility, the willingness to learn and grow. It's phenomenal. And it makes sense that they are at the level of success that they're at, because when things aren't going as expected, they get curious, they ask questions, they seek support and guidance. And that's been a profound learning that I've been blessed to come across over many years, but particularly this last year. I've really noticed it have a huge impact on the growth of this channel, the growth of my business relationships, the growth of my personal relationship to self and to other people as well. And it's also good to be curious about, you know, other inanimate things. Like, be curious about new hobbies, new sports, new places, because when you go to new places, you're expanding your horizons, you're changing your worldview, you're gonna encounter different people as well, and you're gonna find things that energize you that you didn't even know energized you. Because if you don't have the curiosity to go into new territory, then how are you ever gonna figure this stuff out? This year I started rock climbing. I've talked about that a bit, and man, has that been a game changer. Like, for my mental health, my productivity, my friendship, my relationships, it's been amazing, because it brings me great peace. It brings me great self-esteem, self-confidence, you know, getting to the top of that wall. It just feels so good. And then you live the rest of your day, you know, with that foundation, and it's making me a nicer person to be around. It's making me have the energy to create things and to do the important things in my life that help me to live a fulfilling life. And that's a nice lead into the final concept that has made this year one of the most enjoyable and successful years for me by my own metrics, which is to be playful. I've got to be honest, guys, I've never had success with a grind set, you know. the internet likes to say, you got to get on your grind, get up and grind. I don't do that in my life, and I've tried doing that, but it didn't really yield any results. What's really yielded me results has been playing. When I say play, I mean I don't take things too seriously. I take a lot of downtime. I do the things I enjoy doing, and I still get, you know, the important work, practicality things done as well. But I find that when I have this foundation of play, all of that stuff comes a lot easier, because, you know, I'm a creative person. I know a lot of people watching this video are going to be creative people as well. And for us, we really need to have that downtime, because it's in those moments where you're just out for a walk or hanging out with someone, or, you know, staring at a tree, that these profound insights and ideas will just pop in. Ultimately, these ideas and this inspiration, these muses, are the foundation for our work as creative people, as entrepreneurs. The more time you have for play, the more ideas you have. And if you've taken the nugget from step number 2, which was to build leverage, if you have ideas and you're executing with high leverage tasks like content creation, then it's actually of service to you to play, because playing gives you ideas, and since you've got high leverage in your life, you can execute on those and get a really profound return. And, you know, playing is going to look different for everybody. Maybe for you it's just chilling and resting, maybe it's reading a book, maybe it's going for a swim in the sea. But find your unique version of play, and the space where you feel at ease and expansive, and where your worries about, you know, what this person said or how that's going or whatever fade away. And it's in that space that the inspiration comes, and it gives you, you know, the necessary downtime and rest that's required to strive and thrive. I really appreciate you being here, my friend. Let me know if this video supported you. If you're interested in joining our 90-day creator sprint, the applications will be finished this week. So we're starting on the 6th of January. And this is going to be an incredible opportunity for people that are really committed to learning the high value skill of content creation and building an online business. So there'll be a link in the description. You can book a call there with me and we can have a chat about it and see if it would be a good fit for you. Other than that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and take care of yourself. Maybe like the video, leave a comment. They're good for the algorithm. That's what I've been told. So do that for me, please. Also, this video right here is going to be really impactful for those of you that are excited about building leverage in your life. So check that one out next. All right, bye.